What is good, fam? Kendrick Lamar just planted a flag in 3 major cities and left the entire industry shaking with the 3-word mystery that has every rap fan losing their mind right now. These posters started popping up across Los Angeles, Atlanta, and New York on July 15, 2026, and this is definitely not your typical promotional run. Seeing the phrase, "Who is the giant?" staring back at you from a brick wall in the middle of Atlanta tells you the boogeyman is done playing games and is ready to step on everything in his path.
Thank you.
Not the industry, the music.
Music, yeah.
Yeah. You seem to be someone who plays by your own rules.
The crew at pgLang has stayed completely silent about this marketing campaign, and that kind of quiet usually means something massive is about to drop. Everyone is speculating that this leads into a direct follow-up for the blockbuster GNX album, and the streets are convinced Kendrick will drop a nuclear bomb on the summer charts. This timing is way too calculated to be an accident because it comes right after Kendrick was confirmed for a guest feature on the DJ Dahi solo project announced on July 9th. Fans are busy decoding the imagery behind these posters, and they see it as a direct reference to Kendrick being the undisputed leader of the game right now. After the beef era of 2024 and 2025, Kendrick clearly views himself as the only giant left standing, while everyone else is just scrambling for cover.
You can see that my city found me, then put me on stages. To me, that's amazing. To you, that's a quick check with dog disrespect.
He is telling the world that he has outgrown the competition, and these 3 cities are just the first places where he is letting his boots hit the ground. Things just got weird for anyone trying to compete with Dot because he is moving like a phantom while his presence is felt everywhere. You can feel the tension as fans wait for the next move from the pgLang camp, and the mystery only adds to the legend he has been building. While other rappers are out here begging for attention on social media, Kendrick is letting simple black and white posters do the heavy lifting. This strategy is pure psychological warfare, and it proves that he stays 3 steps ahead of the entire industry. These posters give us a glimpse of the future, but we have to talk about how Kendrick officially ended the GOAT debate back in February.
I'm extremely excited to be doing this right now. I'm feeling good. We just did the show. We rocked out Summer Smash. It was one of the first festivals I ever done in my life, so to come back and do it again feels good.
On February 1st, 2026, Kendrick Lamar walked into the Grammy Awards and handled his business like a professional assassin. He took home 5 different Grammys that night, which brought his career total to 27 wins and officially moved him past Jay-Z for the most wins by any rapper in history. This was the moment where the hardware finally matched the hype and the cultural impact he has been building for over a decade. He cleaned up in the major categories with Best Rap Album for GNX and Record of the Year for Luther featuring Zeta, and that win with Zeta felt like a victory lap for the West Coast. The 68th Annual Grammy Awards were basically a coronation ceremony because Kendrick also secured Best Rap Performance for Chains and Whips with Clips and Best Rap Song for TV Off. Looking at those numbers completely shatters the old Big 3 conversation that used to dominate every podcast and barbershop in America. Kendrick now holds more Grammys than Drake and J. Cole combined, and that is a level of dominance that you simply cannot ignore. He did not just beat his peers, he surpassed the man who has been the blueprint for the entire industry for the last 30 years. Jay-Z has always been the gold standard for success and longevity, but Kendrick just snatched that crown and put it on his own head with room to spare. This achievement shows a massive shift in power where the student has officially become the master, and the hardware proves the Academy is finally giving Kendrick the respect he deserves.
Thank you.
Not the industry, the music.
Music, yeah.
Yeah. You seem to be someone who plays by your own rules.
It's not just about having more trophies on the shelf. It is about the fact that he is doing this while still at the absolute peak of his creative powers. The industry is watching a giant grow in real time, and the numbers tell a story that the competition simply cannot refute. Every win Kendrick stacks up makes the gap between him and the rest of the field look like a goddamn canyon. He is operating on a level of excellence that makes the traditional rap beef look like child's play compared to his legacy building. Surpassing a legend like Harv is no small feat, and doing it while the culture is still vibrating from his recent victories is just savage work.
Yeah, you know what? It's not in the way that everybody thinks. I think, you know, the main thing that helps me having someone so talented like that is it sets a bar for me, you know?
Yeah.
Kendrick is making it clear that he is not just part of the conversation, he is the entire conversation. Kendrick is moving far beyond just collecting awards or teasing the internet with mysterious posters, because he is constructing a real empire designed to outlast his time on the microphone. The signing of R&B artist Imani Imani to pgLang on June 8, 2026 signaled a major shift for what began as a small creative house. This isn't a situation where a superstar just signs his friends to a vanity project, since Imani Imani already showed her worth on those unreleased tracks for the 2024 Chanel show. Her debut project, an 11-track effort called Paper Cut, makes it obvious why Kendrick and Dave Free are betting on her to take over the R&B world.
I think Kendrick's given me so many opportunities that I'll never forget. pgLang as a team, Dave Free, that whole collective of humans have given me so much light. And I mentioned earlier, there's not many men in my family.
We have to step back and look at the larger strategy, especially since the launch of the Project 3 Global Creative Agency in July of 2025 proved he wants an infrastructure that doesn't depend on his own music. He is following the blueprint Jay-Z laid out with Rockefeller, moving from a legendary artist to a full-blown mogul who controls the board. Before we look at how Kendrick is playing a high-art multimedia game that leaves everyone else looking like amateurs, tell me what y'all think. Is he really about to be the next Jay-Z, or is pgLang just too niche to run the whole industry? Drop your thoughts in the comments. No cap. While you at it, like and subscribe. Let's get back to it. Kendrick is operating with a high art multimedia focus that leaves his peers looking like they are stuck on basic levels while he plays a much deeper game. By building this self-sustaining ecosystem, his influence can reach into fashion, film, and massive global brands without him ever needing to record a single verse. This is exactly what happens when a legend stops playing the game and decides to own the entire league instead. Moving into R&B proves that pgLang can go head-to-head with major labels on their own ground while maintaining the independent energy that made them stand out. He isn't just hunting for radio hits, but rather for artists who can actually move the needle. And Imani Imani is the perfect example of that vision. As 2026 comes to a close, pgLang could easily be the most influential creative force in the industry across every genre. This drive for total dominance explains why his Hollywood ambitions have shifted so much recently. Fans were hyped for that live-action comedy called Whitney Springs that he was working on with the South Park creators, but that project was pushed back indefinitely in late 2025. Those original release dates of July 4th, 2025 and March 20th, 2026 were wiped off the calendar because Kendrick clearly had more important moves to make. When your tour is pulling in numbers like the Grand National Tour, you don't just kill that momentum for a red carpet event. That run grossed a massive $358.7.
I'm extremely excited to be doing this right now. I'm feeling good. We just did the show. We rocked out Summer Smash. It was one of the first festivals I've ever done in my life. So to come back and do it again feels good.
$1 million over just 47 dates, which is the kind of box office power that most artists will never see in their entire careers. Kendrick understood that his music was hitting such a high point that taking a risk on a movie didn't make sense right then. He chose to protect his spot as the king of the rap world rather than gambling on a film debut that could have distracted from his current run. It was a smart, calculated play that proves he knows exactly how much power he holds, and he won't waste it on side projects that don't help his main mission. Putting Whitney Springs on ice shows us that he is completely focused on being the industry leader and won't let Hollywood red tape slow down his momentum. Kendrick knows his real strength comes from the music, so he is doubling down on that while his influence is at its peak. It takes a lot of discipline to step away from a project with Matt Stone and Trey Parker just to focus on the craft. While most rappers would be desperate for a Hollywood break, Kendrick realizes that he is truly untouchable when he is on stage. Earning $358.7 million from only 47 shows is all the proof needed that fans want to see the giant in person rather than on a movie screen. He is making sure his legacy is set in stone through his albums and his live shows before he ever bothers trying to win at the box office. This delay might bum out some movie fans, but it tells the hip-hop community that the king is still locked in on his kingdom. He is guarding his commercial peak and ensuring that every single move he makes is a win for his brand and his finances. Kendrick understands the value of his time, and right now, that time is best spent dominating the culture through the speakers and the stage. Every decision he makes is about long-term control, and that means keeping his focus sharp on the things that actually build his power. Kendrick is doing way more than just having a hot streak. He is essentially clearing out the entire old guard and the gatekeepers who used to run things. For the longest time, we were told certain legends could never be touched, but Kendrick just walked in and changed the locks while they were still at the table. By passing Jay-Z for the most Grammy wins by a rapper while Hov is still active, he has officially ended that old big brother dynamic in hip-hop.
Yeah, definitely. It's something I thought about for a long time. Before I even got in the studio.
He no longer needs a nod of approval from his elders because he has become the new standard that every other artist is being compared to. This Who Is the Giant campaign signals that his next era will be massive as he moves from being a hidden threat to a full industry titan. While Drake is currently stuck in messy legal battles with UMG and fighting off bot farm allegations, Kendrick is building a self-sustaining world with pgLang. This setup makes the traditional label model look completely finished because his own operation is running with incredible accuracy. I expect this giant project to be a massive multimedia event that might even feature a long-awaited reunion of the internet. With DJ Dahi on the executive production, this will not be just another standard album release. It will be a moment that changes how we think about music. Kendrick is taking the high art approach and scaling it up to a stadium level where he can move with corporate power while keeping his soul. The competition is looking smaller every day, and those posters in Los Angeles, Atlanta, and New York are the final warning before he takes over for good. He has already proven he can dominate the charts and the awards circuit at the same time without ever compromising his vision. This is what it looks like when a rapper finally gets too big for the industry and starts operating as a true global force. Before we see what this giant looks like in those 3 cities, tell me what you think about Kendrick taking Jay-Z's record. Let me know in the comments if you are hyped for this new era, no cap. Make sure to like and subscribe while you are there, and we will see if the rest of the industry can even survive what is coming.